Hello and welcome back to Shayanti Fine Arts. As Durga Puja is over, I can see the weather and around us changing. Although the temperature around here is pretty hot, but I can see the leaves changing colors. So fall is here, and as far as date is concerned, definitely fall is here. So today I thought I am going to draw and paint some fall leaves with watercolor and share different ways, methods and techniques and tips with the watercolor with you. I have tried to do different leaves in different ways and show you different techniques, and tried to be different in different methods. Starting off with this one, I am first putting some masking fluid on the painting, and then coming on top of it with first a pink shade, and then coming back with browns and yellows and reds. And what I want here, my end goal here, is that the tips of the leaves should be much darker, or some of the areas around the ribs of the leaves would be much darker than the general area of the leaves. And what the masking fluid does is kind of saves the rib areas and does not spoil the white of the paper. Now I am coming back and layering more color on top of it, and once I am kind of satisfied with the layer of darkness and lightness, I am going to remove the masking fluid. Now on the next one, I am starting off with a pale yellow first, and then I'll come back with reds, browns and greens on this one. And after layering and layering and layering with darker and darker shades of greens, again in this case I want the tips of the leaves corners to be darker than the center of the leaves, and the top part is more greener and the bottom part is more reddish and brownish, and the center is more yellow. That is the general layout. Once the paint dries completely, I am going to come back with the red and paint the ribs. So this is a completely opposite technique of what I did in the previous painting, where I reserved the ribs by blocking them with masking fluid. In this one, I did not bother to do so. I painted dark on top of light and did the ribs in this one. So this is a different method than the first leaf. And you will see that in all of these leaves, I have kept the drawing fairly light. The reason being that is that for in watercolors, no matter how much paint you paint, if your original drawing is really dark, it will show through, and those pencil marks are not nice. They can look really ugly. So keep your drawing as light as possible. Another very useful tip is, instead of drawing with regular graphite pencil, I use water soluble graphite. So once I put water on top of those drawings, it kind of gets incorporated into your drawing and does not look like pencil marks anymore. In this particular drawing, once I put the lights, then I'm coming back with a damp a damp brush which does not have any color in it, and I am lifting off the paint from the leaf while the leaf is still wet. So this is another technique. All this while we were just adding colors to make it darker and darker, and in this case we are actually subtracting colors to get the lighter veins. So that is one more technique that I tried to show you in this one. Next, I'm painting a little nut, kind of looks like an acorn nut. I'm not really sure what these are called. I'm not that great in botany. I probably was better while I was in school, but that was eons ago. So on this leaf, I am first putting on some yellow, and then I will come back with some greens. The top of the leaves, or rather the tip of the leaves, will be more red and brown, and the base of the leaf, where the ribs start off, will be more green. That is the general idea. And I want the general layout of the ribs to be in a lighter shade of green, which I do not want that prominent, so I painted in wet on wet. While once that is done, the final ribs would be painted once the painting is completely dry so that they stand out and are more prominent. Like I said, I want the tips to be reddish and the base to be greener, and that is what I am continuously working towards. And even in case of watercolors, like any other medium, I work in layers. But in case of watercolors, I start with light and get to darker, because in case of watercolors, it is easier to add color than subtract in most cases. But I did show you how to create the veins by subtracting color as well, so that is a cool technique as well. And this is one of the last and final leaves where I wanted the base to be reddish brown and then the tip of the leaves to be really dark blackish brown. And lastly, a little, I don't know what it is called, probably a fruit of some kind. I don't know the name though. Just wanted to paint it. It looked very pretty. And all these references of the leaves are from different reference pictures from Pixabay, which is an excellent resource of royalty-free pictures. Let me know your thoughts and how you like these techniques and what else would you like to see. And do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button so that you keep on top of what is currently going on and what's coming up. Thank you for watching once again.